During the upcoming papal conclave, cardinals will gather in the Sistine Chapel to elect a successor to Pope Francis in a highly secretive process that could take several days, potentially longer. Here is a step-by-step breakdown of the process. There will be 133 cardinal electors, those aged under 80, after 2 withdrew for health reasons. Ahead of the conclave, they will move into the Santa Marta guest house inside the Vatican, where they will stay for the duration, vowing not to communicate with the outside world, record proceedings or reveal its secrets on pain of excommunication. On 7th of May 2025, the day the conclave begins, the cardinal electors take part in a morning mass in St. Peter's Basilica at the Vatican. Each wearing their scarlet cassock, white rochet, scarlet mozzetta, pectoral cross with red and gold cord and ring, the cardinals then gather in the Pauline Chapel of the Apostolic Palace at 4:15 p.m. and invoke the assistance of the Holy Spirit to make their choice. They proceed at 4:30 p.m. to the Sistine Chapel, where the election will be held and which will have been swept for secret recording devices. The cardinal electors take an oath promising that if elected, they will conduct the role faithfully, and again vowing secrecy. The Master of Ceremonies gives the order extra omnes, that is everybody out, and all those not permitted to vote leave the Sistine Chapel. The Masters of Ceremonies distribute ballots to the cardinal electors. Lots are drawn to select 3 to serve as scrutineers, 3 infirmary to collect the votes of cardinals who fall ill, and 3 revisers who check the ballot counting by the scrutineers. Cardinals are given rectangular ballots inscribed at the top with the words "Eligo in summum pontificum." That means I elect as Supreme Pontiff, and a black space underneath. Electors write down the name of their choice for future pope, preferably in handwriting which cannot be identified as their own, and fold the ballot paper twice. Each cardinal takes turns to walk to the altar, carrying his vote in the air so that it can be seen clearly, and says aloud the following oath. I call as my witness Christ the Lord, who will be my judge, that my vote is given to the one who before God I think should be elected. The electors then place their folded paper on a plate, which is used to tip the ballots into a silver urn on the altar in front of scrutineers. They then bow and return to their seats. Those cardinals who are unable to walk to the altar hand their vote to a scrutineer who drops it in the urn for them. If there are cardinals who are too sick to vote, the infirmary collect their ballot papers from their bedsides and may even write the name of the candidate for them if necessary in a special locked urn and bring them back to the chapel. Once all ballots are collected, scrutineers shake the urn to mix the votes up, transfer them into a second container to check there are the same number of ballots as electors, and begin counting them. 2 scrutineers note down the names while a third reads them aloud, piercing the ballots with a needle through the word "Eligo" and stringing them together. The revisers then double check that the scrutineers have not made any mistakes. If no one has secured 2/3 of the votes, there is no winner, and the electors move straight on to a second round. There are 2 pairs of votes per day, morning and afternoon, until a new pope has been elected. The ballots and any handwritten notes made by the cardinals are then destroyed, burnt in a stove in the chapel, which emits black smoke if no pope has been elected, and white smoke if the Catholic world has a new pontiff. The smoke is turned black or white through the addition of chemicals. If voting continues for 3 days without a winner, there is a day of prayer, reflection, and dialogue. If after another 7 ballots there is no winner, there is another day of pause. If the cardinals reach a 4th pause with no result, they can agree to vote only on the 2 most popular candidates, with the winner requiring a clear majority. When a cardinal is elected pope, the masters of ceremonies and other non-electors are brought back into the Sistine Chapel, and the cardinal dean asks the winner, "Do you accept your canonical election as supreme pontiff?" As soon as he gives his consent, he becomes pope.